What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Rabid here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to mine Warthog. Why? Because it's been seeing some massive price gain, upwards of over 182% gains. Now, before I show you how to mine this, I want to show you what kind of rig you got to build, as it does require a decent CPU as well as GPUs, kind of balancing each other out to get full hash rate on this coin. So it's a nice objective for using nice consumer grade hardware and keeping ASICs and FPGAs out of the ecosystem. Now here you can see a decent CPU. There's probably some Ryzens in this thing. This is the misinforms here, followed by 1 or 2 GPUs. You do want to use the times 16 slots. Now, I do think the minimum that you want to use is the times 8. So once you do add 2, depending on the motherboard, you will get times 8 on both, or depending on some of them, you may get times 16 on both. But you do need that minimum of times 8. Now, the reason I point that out is it does sound like once you start adding more than 2 GPUs, you start to see diminishing returns, which means they're not really hashing as good because the PCI Express slots may be too slow. So we can see right here, risers can work, but some people have had issues with the x1 PCI Express adapters. The X8 or X16 adapters have worked fine for a 3990X, I think 2 3070s or a 3080 and above. Running more than 2 GPUs has diminishing returns. AMD cards actually run really good on this algo too, so 2x 6600 XTs or a 6700 XT or above. So that's also great news for a lot of you newer AMD users out there for mining a coin, because AMD has been lacking in a lot of the coins lately. As well, all those BC250s out there, those are really great for this algorithm as well, as they do have a good CPU tied with a decent GPU mixed together all in one. So the first thing you are going to need to start mining Warthog is obviously a wallet to store your coins. So if you click on the Get Started here on their website, we can see that there's a couple different variations here. One is the Wart dApp GUI. So this dApp is one-click connect to your public node or your manual node, which is nice and easy. This is the wallet I'm going to show you guys how to do. There is the Wart wallet. You'll have to manually enter the IPs of a public or your local node if that's what you want to do, or you also have the option for the command line. So just for ease of use, we're going to go with the one-click version and use the Wart dApp wallet. All right, so I just downloaded it on one of my little node boxes. So we're going to open this up like so and go through the process of setting this up. So once it does load here, yes, more information, run this anyway. Windows will also always give you these type of errors for pretty much anything for crypto mining. So now connect to public node or your node IP. We just want the public node here. So that's what I clicked on. And then we hit connect here. And now it's going to say connection failed. So we're just going to wait for a second. Come back to connect public node, click it again, and connection failed. Let it do its thing for a couple minutes here. There we go. So finally we got something to go through. So if you get a couple errors, you know, it's okay. Don't worry about it. But now we're just going to come in and create a new wallet. We're going to set up our password and everything here. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to confirm that password, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to hit OK. Obviously, don't use that. It does look like you need at least 8. So we're going to go 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, and hit OK. So use a better type of wallet here, and then you'll get a seed phrase like so. Make sure you do write this down so that you don't lose it or anything. I'm going to take a quick picture of it with my phone, which is also never recommended. Always write it down, have it in a safe place, but we're just going to use this in case it asks for like a type of setup process. So I did get a picture of that here. I just want to go through every single step so that you guys can see exactly what's going on here. So now we actually got our wallet address to mine to. Now it's going to ask for my password again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hit that OK button, and there we go. We now have our wallet. So we're going to come in here. Here's our address, and just like what we kind of seen, all right, that disappeared right there. But here's our wallet address that you're going to be mining to. Simply click on that. From this point on, we can now get our miners and begin mining Warthog. Now, just to touch up on what you just seen, when it came to the password, obviously pick a password you won't forget and something that other people won't think of. Pick a nice secure password. And then when it came to that seed phrase, again, write that thing down and store it somewhere safe, because you will need that to restore your wallet if your computer crashes or if you need to get into, you know, another PC or another hard drive or anything. That is your actual backup for this wallet. So make sure you have both of those saved in a secure location. All right, so next up, you are going to need a miner, and it is sounding like BZ Miner is currently the best miner for Warthog. So head on over to GitHub here. All links will be down in the description, and download the latest BZ Miner, which you can find right here for Windows. All right, so once you do download and extract that, simply scroll down through the list of all the pre-made bat files and find Warthog. So we're going to right click on this, go to the edit tab here, and this is where you're going to set everything up. So you can see there are certain pools here: Cedric, Wooly, ACC pool, and then solo and stuff. So we're just going to get rid of, you can use whatever one you want. I'm just going to point that in there, and I'm going to switch Wooly Pooly out for hero miners, because that is the pool we're going to be utilizing for today's video, because they are today's sponsors. So now you can see I put in those colons there. That cancels this out, removing the colons here. That way it's going to enable this complete line here, mining to hero miners that we have here. So now we're going to come into here. I'm just going to adjust, seeing how I have my address already copied. We're going to come into here, -W, and I'm simply going to paste that in. That is my worker address. So now we got to adjust our pool parameters. So simply come into here, get rid of all this Wooly Pooly stuff, come into our mining pool, which is right here, and select the closest stratum for you. For me, Western USA usually seems to be best. So I'm going to copy this stratum right here, right click, copy, and then simply paste that in into that parameter right there. And then don't forget your worker name right behind your wallet here. I'm going to put a period, Rabid WS for workstation. Now over here you can see NC, NVIDIA, AMD, all this stuff. So depending on the GPU you're going to be running, you can adjust these. So I don't have any AMD GPUs in here. I'm going to get rid of that. I don't have any Intel or anything. I'm going to get rid of that. Obviously I got a 4090 in my workstation, so I got one NVIDIA. Now here you can see Warthog CPU threads. Default is 0, so it will actually use as much as it can based on performance and stuff that you have. But if you want to limit some threads, then you can set your threads right here. And then same with your max RAM. If you want to set a certain amount of RAM to use because you might be doing something else or something, you can set that here, or default of 0. It'll try to utilize as much as it can here. So you can leave those at 0 by default, or play around with them if it's something you would like to do. At that point, go to File and save that file. Now, once you do save that, simply come into your bat file and double click on it. Now, I'm not 100% sure of overclock settings yet, so I'm just going to set something that's more of a core based type of thing here. So I'm going to go into, get rid of my integrated graphics. So core, offset, and memory clock. I'm just going to try something like 5001. Then I'm going to set 300 offset here, and I'm going to run like 2400 core. I'm not 100% sure how well that's going to run. If you have some overclock settings for myself as well as others out there, let us all know down in the comment section, as well as the rigs you've been putting together for mining this coin. So I'm just going to minimize that. And now we're just going to wait a little bit and check out some hash rates. While I do wait for that to ramp up, we're coming back into the Hero Miners mining pool here. Scroll on down and enter your wallet address in, and make sure your rigs are starting to get detected. So right now we can see that Rabid workstation is detected, but it hasn't got its hash rate yet. So we're waiting for that miner to ramp up, but we can see that we are getting a successful connection. So now we just got to wait a bit longer. All right. So I was just sitting here on the pool kind of daydreaming, and we can see that some hash rate picked up. So we are getting hash rate right now at this point. If I bring up the miner here, we can see the pool hash rate, Janus hash rate, and a whole bunch of numbers going across the place. So here we are hashing away. Now, just taking a quick look at, what it's all utilizing here, because we didn't set anything. It does look like it's using most of my CPU. It's based on cores and Ryzen Master. This is a 7950X, so it's a 16-core, 32-thread CPU, and it does look like it's using about 14 of them cores, and it has 2 of those cores freed up. So that means you can do stuff in the background there. As for the GPU, we are currently at around 214 to 228 watts in the software. Maybe put in another 15 to 20 watts for some type of wall power there. And then for GPU usage, we are in fact using the entire GPU, where GPU 1, 2 usage is sitting at 99%. So we're using the full GPU. We're at around the 230, 240 watt range, and we're using the majority of my 7950X as well. Just for a little update, currently it's looking like we are getting about 1.18 gigahash. That is about 14.5 coins or $4.90 estimated for the day. All right, so now that we got Windows all set up here, let's jump on over to HiveOS. And the first thing you're going to want to do is come into wherever farm you have. So coming in, if you have multiple farms here, jump into where your rigs are and go to your wallets. So come into your wallets here, add that wallet, and then type coin and ticker. We're just going to go Wart, and we can see Wart is here. Paste your address inside there, and then name this whatever you want, whether it's an exchange or maybe even a node, you know, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to go test video here. That way I know this is just for the test video. I won't get my wallets mixed up and mine to something where I showed you all the private keys, because that would just be bad. So we're going to create that right here. Now that we have our wallet, we're going to come into our flight sheets, and this is where all the magic will happen. So coin we're going to need here, we're going to go to Wart, click that here, select our wallet that we just made, test video. For our pool, Hero Miners is not in here, so we're going to configure that in the miner like so. And then for the miner, we're going to select BZ miner, come back down to here, name this flight sheet. So I'm just going to go Warthog Hero Miner, so I know exactly what pool and everything this is going to. Then we're going to click on Setup Miner Config, and this is where all the magic happens. All right, so we're going to need our algorithm here, which is Wart. So there's Warthog right there. Now we're going to put wallet and then put a period in here. And we're going to follow that by our worker name right after it. Nice and easy. You can put worker name in here as well. They should pull. We'll see if we get double names or not. And then for pool URL, we got to go back into our mining pool here and then select our closest stratum. So we're going to scroll up here again. For me, USA West seems to always be the best one for me for latency. So I'm going to right click, copy that, come back into my flight sheet here and put that in like so. Now I'm simply going to apply that flight sheet and create flight sheet. Once that's done, we're going to come all the way up and find our workers. So I'm going to scroll down here, find my test bench here, and I put in a 5700 XT, and it's just running on a crappy Intel CPU with only like 4 cores or something. So hopefully this will, you know, begin mining, but we'll see what happens. So I'm going to come to my flight sheet here. We're going to scroll all the way down to the latest one. So here we can see Wart, the latest miner. The latest flight sheet you always just created is the first one on top after your latest favorited one. So always keep in mind if you're looking for your flight sheet or something. So I'm simply going to send that to the moon. We're going to wait a few minutes and hopefully we start gaining some hash rates. All right, so I actually took a 3070 and put it into the 3950X because my test bench, it just sucked too much. It kept getting errors. So, you know, it was just too old. It needed more oomph given to it. So here we're now calibrating 3 out of 4, away for one more calibration job, and then we should start getting hash rates in HiveOS. All right, we are now hashing away, coming in. It's looking like about 542 mega hash, 547. And again, for overclocks, I just locked at 1400 on the 3070, offset of 300, and I did lock that mem at 5001. So again, for HiveOS and 3070s, 3060 Ti's, whatever you guys are running, let us all know your overclock settings down in that comment section. Jumping into the pool here, we just got to do a quick check to make sure we are detected. And yes, it looks like Rabid Workstation as well as Rig 24, the 3950X, is live and we are mining away. Well guys, thank you for checking out this video. Hopefully it did help you out in getting up and running for mining Warthog to the Hero Miners mining pool, which just opened up yesterday at the time of recording. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.